Yeah, so it happened. Finally happened. I sold the SDI, sold it as a roller shell, and I bought this 2J. We're sending it with the we're doing 2J stuff now. Are you excited, Matt? No more Subaru problems. Now we have Toyota problems.
Toyotas don't have problems.
What do you mean?
They're perfect.
They're not perfect. They're far from perfect. No, but for real, we are over at Eric's. The 2J is not mine. I wish it was mine. If you want to sell the 2J though, Eric, you get $100.
Nice try.
Whole $100.
Nice try.
So Eric is going to be drilling up our heads for us today. This is not something you want to do in your garage with a hand drill or a drill press. So Eric has a Bridgeport in his garage. It's something that he kind of does on the side every now and then for us for Subaru heads and other projects that he has going on. So with these heads, these are only made for obviously stock head bolts and 11mm head studs. Since we're going up to 1/2-inch head studs, they need to be made bigger because the head stud obviously won't fit through there. So it's pretty much just a very precise drill press, essentially.
Yeah.
One of our friends who, anytime we need a hole enlarged.
We need holes made.
Anytime we need holes.
When we need holes,
I make holes.
We need our holes.
We call
made
Eric.
bigger, we come to Eric. Eric's good at making holes bigger.
So I would not consider this something that's DIY. That you can really do on your own without a machine like this. Even like IAG and bigger machine shop companies out front, they use something like this to up drill heads for 1/2-inch head studs, or they use CNCs. So keep that in mind as we go through this. Now, last time Eric did this, there was a small mishap where the head may have gotten picked up and swung around. Terrifying.
Hopefully it doesn't happen this time, but if it does, we want it on video.
We will catch it on video if it does get picked up and slung around. Look at it go. Oh, you control speed over there?
Yeah, it's usually done on this, but we don't have 3-phase power in the garage, so.
So 2-phase?
Single phase, and then that converts it into 3-phase.
I don't know electricity.
Neither do I.
I don't know electricity stuff.
I just did what the internet told me.
So assuming everything goes smoothly here, we should have these heads up drilled to 1/2-inch by the end of this. On Monday, I'm gonna take the heads. I called the machine shop today. We don't need to redeck the heads. What we're gonna end up doing is they're gonna go through and do like a cleaning pass on the top side of the head. We don't wanna remove material off the heads. We don't know how many times these heads have been decked already. I have a straight edge coming, a machined edge straight edge, so that way we can actually measure flatness. Subaru tolerance on flatness for heads is about 0.02 of an inch across diagonally and from like parallel to the head to make sure that everything is still flat, nothing is warped.
Cool.
Are you much excited?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
To keep the head in place, Eric has these like nice clamps. I'm not gonna call it difficult, but the weird part is we need to find a way to clamp the head down so that way the drill doesn't pick it up like it did last time.
This is the part where things either go really well or really, really bad.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Dude, cuts like butter.
All day.
I actually enjoy that smell. That's a nice smell.
It is.
That's a nice smell. Dude, it literally cuts through the head like butter. It's a nice thing with aluminum heads.
Cool. That went very well.
For hole number 1?
Yeah, it didn't pick up and fly across the garage.
Is this the sketch part where it picks up and throws it? Or is the reaming the sketch part?
This was.
Okay, so this is the sketch part.
Yeah.
As funny as, what the f am I trying to say? As funny as it would be to watch the head get picked up and just like thrown across the garage, I don't want to buy new heads. Dude, that one's like already...
That's what I'm saying. This is...
Oh, that's where it picked up the head. So this is the part where it gets a little sketched. So some of the holes actually are bigger than others, but in like inconsistent ways. So if you see the bit goes in, whoop, and then it gets to a point where it wants to lift the head like that. And that's when it gets a little scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that's when the head can get picked up and like literally spun around.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna drill that hole for that reason.
You're just gonna ream it?
Yeah.
You don't want to lift the head up and have it spin around and smack stuff?
Not this time. As much fun as it was.
Maybe this is considered DIY.
You can do it with a drill press.
DIY. D-I-E. Do it yourself, Eric. Look at that butter!
These back ones that have the issue.
Yo, would a set of Harbor Freight drill bits and a Harbor Freight drill press cut through this head properly?
Yeah.
All right, guys, $1,000
you know what
and I'll
you're doing.
drill through my phone.
It would?
Yeah. I could do it.
I have a drill press.
Some people might not be able to do it, but I could do it.
The drill press isn't level.
Yeah, that's one thing that I had to do last time is make sure that this head is completely square with the table because it's got rotation this way. Like you can see these marks here.
Oh.
It'll rotate that way and the other way, so it's got 5 axes of movement.
So wait, you've got 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Yep.
4,
Yep.
5.
Yep.
5 axis.
5 axis.
Dude, you just countersunk that hole beautifully.
So I hit the hole first without it clamped down, and it kind of auto centers. And I don't go any deeper so that it doesn't pick up and fly around.
That's a smart.
And then I
that's
clamp
smart.
it down without it moving.
So then it's auto-centered and
Yeah, it lines itself up.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's smart. You got big brain energy over here.
All day, baby.
Oh, butter! How fast is that spinning? How many RPMs?
It doesn't look that fast.
It's very slow. I think it's spinning about 600 RPM.
That's not fast. That's not,
Maybe
that's not
550.
that fast.
No, it's real slow.
Can you control the RPM?
Yeah. There's
It's a belt, isn't it?
yeah, belt drive in there.
Oh, so you could change the belt to different pulleys and then it changes the RPM?
Yeah, and then you can also change the voltage that it gets.
Oh.
Eric, did you oil this twice today?
Oh.
Never. So this theoretically, it will have half the speed but also half the power. So it'll stall out if it's not high.
Okay.
That's maxed.
Will it drill through my camera?
All day.
Okay, let's not do that.
Daddy?
Yeah. This switch?
Yep.
Forward or reverse? Forward?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah.
All the way?
All the way.
Full power.
Bring it up to 11.
Full power. So we're swapping over to the reamer on these. So just to show you guys, you can see the reamer is like definitely, it's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a drill bit without the drill bit. It's a bit with just sharp,
Straight flutes.
straight flutes. There we go.
Straight flutes, so it makes the hole perfectly straight.
You know the machinist stuff.
Yeah.
That's that. It looks like that, all right? That's not that noisy.
No, it's got oil on it now.
Dude, that still went through pretty smooth. How do you know when you're all the way through? You just feel it?
Yeah. See that?
Yeah. That's it?
That's it?
And now it's half inch?
Yeah, it's 515.
Look at that! We got a hole! You made my hole bigger!
It's not the only thing I'm gonna make bigger.
Woo! I had to go back and look at footage because we kind of forgot which ones we've done and which ones we haven't done. We know we've done the 2 middle, we've done that one, we've done that one. Are you sure we've done this one?
I'm positive we did that one.
I see,
There's chips under it.
we also drilled it.
Yeah, but they're different chips.
How do you know those are different chips?
Look at them. They look different.
What do you mean those, what? Can you tell the difference between the chips on a drill and a ream?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Look at this one.
Spirally
See
versus
this?
not spirally?
That's a drill bit.
Yeah.
And then these little guys are reamers.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You've got me there. You know your chips. We may have forgot to do that one.
No, I did this one.
You sure we did that
Look at
one?
it going in.
Okay, look at that. It's going in. Beautiful holes. Eric made all my holes bigger.
Yeah.
All 6 of them. All 6 of them.
More than ever.
Look at that, dude. That looked good. Look beautiful.
Yeah.
The cylinder head.
Yes.
Did that cut beautifully? Yeah. Did I cut the burrs off? Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
Feel that hole.
Nice. It's a nice hole.
Wow. So we're gonna attempt to check flatness with these calipers. Calipers are a machine straight edge, right?
Yeah. They look good.
I mean, they were redecked 2,000 miles ago.
It's probably fine. I mean, I certainly wouldn't trust this for a
I mean,
performance engine build.
we both know how Subaru head gaskets are.
They're great.
They're great. Yeah, I know,
I've
right?
never had an issue.
Subaru head gaskets. That's not a problem.
Never had an issue.
That's not a problem.
Aluminum to aluminum. Nothing wrong with that.
Let's just weld them together. Can't leak if it's welded together.
Yep.
Delete the head gaskets. Billet.
Weld 'em
Blah.
Weld together.
No. Why don't we just do the fire ring that we talked about?
Yeah.
All the fire rings.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want a fire ring.
What is even are this?
My phone.
I
So
got a machined little.
you machine grooves around all of the
Like a copper O-ring.
yeah.
That goes around.
and then it would crush and seal, and then you wouldn't need a head gasket. So you
still
do.
need a head gasket for water ports.
Yeah.
But you use a fire ring head gasket that has a recession in it for.
No, I'm saying we go all out and we do it with the water ports too.
Oh, so like fire rings around everything.
Yeah.
So when you crush it, it just is like a big old.
Yeah.
crush
You're
lock.
telling me you put a hole, a groove around this?
Yeah, so that's what IAG does, and some other people, they put a groove around this and they put copper ring in there, so that way when you seal this to the engine, it crushes it.
Interesting.
Subaru head gasket technology has come a long way.
So they do that.
It has to.
Eric, I love the fact that you're doing this in Crocs. Not even in sport mode.
No, dude.
Not even in sport mode.
Oh, later I'd be drinking.
Oh yeah? So we've already gone through and drilled up this head. Now Eric's gonna run through and ream it. So we've got the fun, not drill bit on there. That's a reamer.
Oh yeah.
Ream some holes.
Ream the holes.
Ream my hole, daddy.
Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? She tastes flavors.
Gracias, sir.
Hell yeah.
All of our heads are up drilled now, so these will now accept 1/2-inch head studs. The straight edge comes in tomorrow for these, so I can actually measure flatness on the decked surface. Like I said, if we checked with a caliper set, but it's not like 100%, so
Close enough.
I mean it's close enough. I have like an actual machined straight edge, perfect for measuring flatness. So we'll check that tomorrow, but let's get these back down to the house and fit some head studs in there. So as you can see, we are back down in the garage. Ooh, that was the wrong way. So as you can see, we are back down in the garage. I already test fit one of the head studs in the head, and it does clear, which is good. If I can, they come in like these like nice little packs. Hold up. 1/2-inch head stud. We have a cylinder head. Move that guy. Go in our head hole. Ooh. We are clearanced for 1/2-inch head studs, baby. Clearance for 1/2-inch head studs. That's what I'm talking about. Now the head work that we're doing is not ending there, because I don't have to do this, but I probably should because it's a good idea. I'm trying to like get this head stud back in. Hold up. Oh, it slid right in. So there's a little bit more head work that we have to do. Now this is going to be very controversial to some of you guys. Keep in mind, there are better ways. Let me explain. So I'm gonna go over this with you guys real quick. Let me move that head out of the way. Right here are our cams and our cam caps. Now, with these cam caps, I did this last time I had the head out, but I only did it to one cam cap, and I'm gonna do it to all of them this time. So if I take my cam cap here and I push those bolts out, on the cap itself, there is some like, I don't wanna call it scarring, but there is some scoring on the cap itself. Most of it is superficial, some of it is tactile, and you can feel it. Now, typically people say if there's more than 3 thou depth on a cam cap or like a cam journal, something like that, it scraps the head. Here's the thing. If I were to fix this and, well, if I were to redo all of this, I would have to buy new head casings. I would have to buy new buckets. I already have to buy some new buckets because it's definitely going to change our valve lash now that we're going to a 1/2-inch head stud. You can repair damaged cam caps. These are not that damaged. Let me tell you that now. They just have some scoring on them, and I want to clean it up a little bit. If you did want to do a proper repair with a machine shop on cam caps, you can line hone your cam journals. But if you line hone your cam journals, you're going to have to weld material onto the cams right here, regrind them to change the diameter of the cam. Now, if you do that, those cams are now 100% permanently married to the head for life. They cannot go on any other heads unless that head gets line honed like your old one was. So the way that I'm doing this is I'm taking one of these cam caps, I'm putting it in the vise right here. I went to Lowe's, and this is what I used last time. They work really well. There's these Dremel Scotch-Brite attachments. Dear Lord, do not use sandpaper on these. Use Scotch-Brite. I've got some red Scotch-Brite, which I believe is around 320 grit. Is it? 320 grit, right on the dot. Then I've got this Scotch-Brite, which is about 700. So what I'm doing is I'm going over it with the Dremel on a low speed, not applying any force to the cam cap and cleaning them up a little bit. I went over this one already with just the 320, and it's already looking fathoms better. As you can see, there's already like machined finish looking on there again. There is one scoring on there that is a little deep, but I'm not worried about it. If it was any deeper than it is now, then at that point I would go and replace everything on this head. I'd have to buy 2 new cams and everything like that. I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Heads from Subaru Wholesale online, which is where I get all of my OEM parts. I'll link it down below. Heads from them are about $545 per head casing. If we got a new head casing, like I said, we'd have to get new cams also, because any damage that's on these cams would transfer over to the new head. What another option is, what you can do is you can take those cams, you can send them out to, well, I know at least for Brian Crower, they will redo cams, they will refinish cams for you if they are damaged. Say you flatten a lobe, or your cam journal is like destroyed or something like that. So let's go through, let's start cleaning up cam caps. I'm also going to be getting all the old sealant off the new one, so that way when it comes time to reassemble, we can easily just reseal and go. So I've got this cam cap set cleaned up, and I am like super happy with it. All of the scoring is pretty much gone. The secret to doing this is you don't want to apply pressure to anything. Just let the Scotch-Brite do the work. Do not, I repeat, do not apply pressure to those, because you will take material off. You do not want to take material off when doing that. You just want to let the Scotch-Brite break off any high points. Once again, do not put pressure on that if you do that. Do that at your own risk. So I've got all the cam caps cleaned at this point. I wanted to just do it now, so that way I don't gotta do it later when I gotta put all this mess back together. Pretty happy with the way everything came out today. We did a lot. Everything today was mainly head focus. So just to show you guys, like, Eric did such a good job on these heads. These head studs go in no problem now that they're 1/2 inch. I think we only took like 10 thou of material out of these to be able to get the head studs to fit, but they all go in no problem. So this is awesome. If you have access to a friend or anybody like that, like, I'm super blessed to like have Eric as a friend. I've known Eric for like 12 years now. He's been a machinist for a very long time. It's all right. We're building a race car, daily driver race car, daily driver taxi race car. And I have a special surprise coming for cam gears too, so I mean, I'm excited for those. Oh, one last thing. I did order a new radiator also, because this thing has seen better days. This thing, I don't even know how long this has been on the car. I think this was from the second owner of the car from like 2012 that had the blob eye. And that thing is just, it's seen so many better days. So I ordered a coil replacement. A couple other small updates, well, not even updates, but just things to say. The other thing I want to touch on is with the oil pan thing in the last video. I talked to Killer B a little bit more. They commented on the last video as well. The potential for engine failure from a baffle in an oil pan like that failing, I guess, is a lot lower than what I thought it was. In my mind, if a weld breaks or if the pan fails, well, not the pan, but the baffle, if, in my mind, this is how I thought about it. If a weld broke off and it got through the oiling system, it could get under a bearing, cause bearing scoring, cause you to spin a bearing. If the chances of that, I'm not saying that can't happen, but after talking with Killer B, the chances of that happening are a lot lower than I thought they were. Also, if the baffle did fail on the pan, it wouldn't straight up cause oil starvation like I thought. It's just the stuff in the thing. So I'm not like upset with Killer B. Killer B and I are awesome. I love Killer B, love their stuff. Just throwing that out there. There's no beef. There's no beef. There's no bashing. There's none of that. None of that stuff right there. So, is that all? I think that's all. I think that's all on this one. So, hopefully in this next video, we can get these heads bolted up onto our short block. That way we can get a long block built. I did buy the clear timing covers. I did not buy the IAG ones though, because I found a cheaper set that is still just as good of quality that we're going to be throwing on there. And then I think I ordered some smaller stuff too that I need. I need to order those other cam bolts tonight. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, or black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up. Like, come on. Come on, everyone. 50% of the people that watch the channel are subscribed. What about the other 50%? What are you guys doing? You're sleeping on the channel. But anyways, with that, Matt just walked outside with the garbage. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.
Poo. Oh, dude, you just peed fluid everywhere out of that.